Welcome to Triple ID Bangalore Regional Chapters podcast series, wherein we explore ideas, inspiration, and practices that shape our spaces and lives. Today, we have with us architect Ravindra Kumar, principal architect at Group Architects, director and design lead at VA Group, Venkatraman Associate. Welcome, Ravi, to this session. And we also have today with us Manoj Bansal from SDP Natural Stones, known for high quality natural marbles. Welcome, Manoj. Ravi is someone who plays around with materials, whether it's a large stone slab of Sadarhalli, hand dressed, or extensive glazing on a large building facade. You kind of enjoy working with different materials, I understand. What is your take on the architect's favorite of natural materials, stones per se, or bricks, concrete, which we see evidently in your buildings?
It's for me, it's the first love of Connect. There can be no better material on the planet than using the most natural, for the reason one, that it dilapidates and gets disintegrated eventually to become earth, which is very nice. I think most synthetic materials do not have that advantage to become earth when it arrives back from earth. So therefore, for me, I think natural materials is the first goal for a palette when I think of a building. There is also a stress and strain that today the quantum of material that we seem to be using can deplete all the ores. The natural sort of stratas of natural materials that we have on the planet might disintegrate. So that is always a concern. So we are trying to, in all our projects and lessons, trying to get a middle ground as to how much we can be accurate, natural, use the most natural synthetic, adhesives ability to create new materials, and try and host them as a palette which could disintegrate and become earth. So that is very, very important. So for us, I think that's the prime focus.
Thank you so much. And that actually brings us to a discussion about materials itself. And I would like to now invite Manoj. You are into for last 20 years plus trading in natural stones, importing it from over 30 countries. And you have some of the finest marbles available on planet Earth that you import, process, and make it available to us as architects and users. So now, let's say you have to educate us and our customers about those 2 or 3 things we need to keep in mind, which is not commonly known to a buyer. When we just go by the looks. Nice shiny marble, we like it, we pick it up. Is there anything that you would like to share with our audience as to what the 2-3 things that they need to keep in mind and be cautious about while selecting imported marbles, natural materials?
Hi Satish, thanks. Great to be here. One thing people often don't realize that marble is just not about beige, grey or white. It comes in variety of colors like red, blue, green, depending on the place where it has been sourced from. And second thing, no, not all imported marble are Italian. Though Italy is famous for marble, but some of the exotic and exclusive stones are being sourced from places like Turkey, Brazil, Greece, Spain, even Madagascar. Also, all the marbles in Italy are not of super high grade. See, the famous Carrara white comes into more than 6+ grades, starting from ultra premium Satvario to basic CD grade. Local dealers don't tell you about. Then another overlooked part is the craftsmanship. Marble is not just about the polished one. We have various finishes like leather, lapatro, flame, riverbed finishes. So it totally transformed the look and texture of the stone.
Right. So Manoj, are there any myths about purchase of imported marbles or even Indian marbles per se that you have come across where people either hesitate or completely blind to something which is while making choices?
Yes, definitely. One of the biggest myth is that people think marble is super high maintenance, whereas it is not. If it is installed properly and you have chosen the right marble, it can last for years without any fuss.
Yes.
Then secondly, the misconception is that marble is just for the flooring or some countertops or maybe some fancy bathrooms. Whereas you can use it for many more purposes like wall claddings, furniture pieces, lighting pieces, artifacts and even sculptures. So it's totally versatile.
Yes, tabletops.
Yeah, you can do tabletop and furniture and all those things. Let me tell you one thing. Have you heard of Verona? Verona is a place in Italy where the streets are paved in marble. So if it can handle foot traffic of centuries, it can definitely handle your living room.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I think we have also come across many buildings, right, where marble is laid and you are seeing it for years, whether it's palaces or
Absolutely.
hotels and places like that. So now, this is a buyer-centric question. I want you to
Okay.
address our buyers, not just architects. Probably architects are a little bit more aware while making choices and purchases. Buyers who are new to purchase of marble, how would you give them tips and educate them so that they make the right choice?
Okay. So let me tell you, first of all, the first thing, always go for the regular shaped slabs. Irregular shaped slabs will lead to more wastage, which basically means you are paying the money which marble you won't even use. Second thing is the thickness. International standard is around 20 mm. So anywhere between 18 mm to 20 mm is ideal. Going below that is that you're compromising on the durability of the stone. Then the most important thing in imported marble is processing. Usually imported marble comes with cracks and fissures, which is quite normal. So it has to be processed in a very good manner and the process has to follow properly. So you need to check for the process, whether the block has been vacuumed properly, the cutting has been done in precision, and the most important thing, the netting of the slabs and the upper coating of the slab, it has to be done with the epoxy. And mind it, epoxy has to be transparent only so that you can see the veins and the texture of the stone. You can
Right. Thank you so much for sharing it from the industry perspective. We do know that, there is a tendency to go for 16 millimeters or, lesser thicknesses just to save cost per square foot. I think it's a general advice to everybody that we select 18 or 20 millimeter thicknesses. Fissures and cracks and even, those veins and lines are a natural part of the stone where we understand, but many a times customers want it picture perfect,
absolutely.
spotless.
So if you're buying
Matches
a
cap.
picture perfect, you are not buying a real stone. Real marble. Real marble is imperfect. It has veins, it has cracks. So maybe if you are seeing a piece of a stone, you are not seeing a miracle of nature. You are seeing some stone which is chemically altered, which can be maybe good for aesthetics, but not good for longevity.
Okay, Manoj, ready for rapid round?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Okay, here we have Manoj Bansal answering a quick rapid fire round of questions. Manoj, the first question coming your way is a stone that's beautiful but impossible to maintain.
No marble is impossible to maintain. Few marbles are there, they need extra care and maintenance, but no marble is impossible to maintain.
What's the most unusual client request you have had?
Luckily for me, people usually play pretty safe for the marble, so I haven't got any unusual demand.
If you had to describe marble as a personality, imagine a marble as a personality, and what would it be like? Okay,
The elegant perfectionist.
elegant perfectionist personality. Okay, one misconception people have about working with natural stone.
All stones are equally durable. Whereas it is not, some are softer, some are harder.
What's your dream destination to visit just for sourcing the stone?
Swiss Alps.
Perfect. Your favorite part of walking into a finished project?
When you enter the building and the stone speaks for itself.
Stone speaks for itself. Thank you so much, Manoj.